Here is my R31. What you may notice is I'm out of my domain right now, and we're not in the office today, we're actually in the garage. Today I'm super keen to bring you guys into the garage with me and work on the Skyline and give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on and the progression on where we're taking the R31. So if you don't recognize this scene already from some of our previous videos, we did kind of enact this idea of restoring an R31 in Car Mechanic Simulator. In that video, the car looked very familiar to the situation at hand. Now, the last couple of weeks, I have been working tirelessly on pulling the gearbox, stripping the interior, and getting this car ready for its full restore build. So what should we do with the old gal?
Tell you what, it definitely involves this.
So what is the actual plan for the R31? Well, the R31 is a car I have really appreciated for a very, very long time. For that exact reason, we want to build this and make it last as long as it possibly can. Now, we already have a decent bare bones chassis, but how do we make that better? Simply by giving it a full flip and resto. So far we have pulled out, the exhaust, drive shaft and gearbox, all the accessories around the engine bay, and all four wheels off of each corner. Plan moving forward is to obviously pull this bad boy out. The RB30 single cam needs to come out. Though it does have minimal kilometers, we do need something a bit more juicy and special for this car. And while it is out, I figured, why not just change the color? So we're going to take and drop all the suspension once this engine is out, and we're going to go over and paint and maintain all the suspension, give it all a service and a do-over, while sending the chassis off to a paint shop to get a nicer, more than nice design done to it, while sending off the windows to go get this fishbowl tinted and sorted out in that aspect. While we have all that working, we will source and get some new goodies for underneath. We're gonna rebuild this full flip and restore this car to hopefully just be a nice, easy maintaining, brand new car that we can just daily and use, and with the plus sound of making some cool noises. I would love to be 80 and driving this car.
So now that we know and got the general gist of what we kind of want to do with the R31, we're in the Pulsar at the moment, in the N15. We actually can't pull an engine out without being able to put it on a stand. And I realized with the R31 automatic gearbox that it's a bit hard to do that with such short bolts. So we have 40 to 50 mil bolts here for the engine, and so we're just going to go to pull in now to cheaper auto spares and get ourselves some 90 mil bolts or so. So let's go do that.
Not that one. So we got maybe this one. I think that's in there. So we basically need him, but really fucking long.
Alright, and just that easy. We should be able to pull the bloody motor now. Just that bloody easy. Got the bolts for the motor now. It'll just easily slap up to the stand. Let's get back home and pull that motor. It should be a pretty easy process.
So let's get into this engine and pull it out. Been in there much too long. Alright, first and foremost, we need to get the engine mount bolts out. Everything else, for the most part, as you can see, is detached from the engine. Like, the engine is not attached to anything on this side, well, definitely not this side. Everything is out. So this is ready
to come out with just 2 bolts, but they're pretty easy to access for the most part. Oh god. Alright, and heave! But, okay, we have an extension on both sides now. If you know, you know. So that one's pops there. Now we can switch over to our ratchet. And now we can just loosen this bad boy off. And basically just do the same on the other side. This one should, I can see the threading on it already. It looks mucky. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Look at that. It's the first time in 30 years. The second owner. So now we just do this on the other side. The engine should be ready to come out. Crack it and then ratchet it. Alright, there it is. I think we've got a crack there. Now let's pop this. And bingo. Just like that, engine mount 2 is done. But the engine is now all ready to come out. We just have to jack it up and put it on the stand, hopefully. Quite good. And we have lift off Houston. Got some juice coming out. So that's essentially why leveling is a lot nicer than not, but at least it is now. We just need to pull it up, back and out, and we are all good. Let's just line these. A big suggestion when doing this is making sure you keep all of these extremely loose and give this as much freedom as possible. That way you can play and align these up how you need to, and even jack the engine higher or lower and position this very central on the sand and how you want it. Alright, so that's the RB30 motor pulled out of the bay. Wasn't too hard, just a couple bolts, and we actually got it out pretty easily. A lot of other things that would have made it that slight bit easier if you are interested in doing it yourself would be an engine leveler. That way you can control at the point at how the engine is coming out of the car, but you know, as you saw, we kind of got through that without the leveler. But yeah, the car is pretty much ready for a full tidy and degrease. Regarding the brake side of things, we do need to kind of replace and go over and pull out of the car still, and there is still some basic suspension stuff that needs to get pulled and painted as well, so I'd like to do a couple more videos around that sort of stuff. If you guys do enjoy and want to see a bit more of the cars getting pulled apart, getting put together, hopefully. So let me know down in the comments below, did you enjoy
the new domain expansion. We're in the garage. It was a lot nicer. It was a bit of a hot day, but we ended up getting the motor out, and I will see you in the next episode.